evening. This is the Vsb TV 11 News for Wednesday, May 14th. I'm Peter Cattell. Our top story. OBA Chairman Thad Hollis revealed today that the party executive is to conduct an internal investigation into the allegations that have been made over the Jetgate affair, including the claim that casino developer Lathan Nandau donated $300,000 to the OBA's election campaign fund. Vsb News' Brian Darby provides the précis of what Mr. Hollis had to say, including his comment that the Jetgate story appears to have some validity to it.
Mr. Hollis said in his statement, "I would advise all of you now and the people of Bermuda that the party never received any funds from Mr. Landau or any of his known associates. We are now conducting an internal investigation into these allegations to get the facts, look at the evidence we can gather, and once we know that, we will be making a full disclosure on what we have been able to uncover." As far as any possible resignation is concerned, Mr. Hollis said the Premier is the leader of the party. If there is any truth in these allegations, and it is an active investigation, once we have found the facts and looked at the evidence, we will then make that determination. As it is right now, he said, we have a story that appears to have some validity to it. I don't believe in rumors or character assassination, so what I would prefer is to allow us to have an internal investigation into what happened in Jetgate. As it stands now, I'm not sure, and neither are the rest of my executive. Brian Darby reporting for Vsb News.
A 23-year-old man appeared in court this morning on charges relating to the shooting that took place in St. David's last month. Shannon Dill was charged with the attempted murder of Lionel Thomas on April 30th, 2014. He was further charged with unlawfully using a firearm to commit an indictable offense. Dill was not required to enter a plea as the charges are indictable and must be heard in the Supreme Court. The shooting took place on Cove Valley in St. David's and left Mr. Thomas with gunshot wounds to his lower body. Officers that arrived on the scene at the time administered first aid, and he was then transported to King Edward Memorial Hospital, where his injuries were said to be non-life-threatening. The Bermuda Hospital Charitable Trust hopes to make inroads this Friday on the final $9 million it needs to raise when it holds a telethon and a phonathon between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. The numbers for the telethon will be 298-0151, 298-0152, and 298-0153. And Executive Director Ralph Richardson tells us how it will work.
We are going to, I'm telling you now, we are going to invite everybody to call in on Friday from 9 to 4. We have volunteers. We have several phone lines open. They'll be able to call and say, I'd like to make a pledge of such and such. Here is my name, or I'm going to make a donation through a credit card. Whatever you want to do, we will take your name, and you have time to get it on the donor wall. And you can give any amount doing that. So that'll be on Friday. We're also going to be doing a phonathon. So we're going to let everybody be on notice that some people will be receiving direct calls from us, the people we know that would like to donate, and we haven't heard from them. We're going to give them a call to say, would you like to do it today? So we have a group of volunteers that will be helping us. So it's going to be a telethon and phonathon all in one day. It'll be taking place at our offices.
That's a big deal.
Hopefully it's a big deal. We're pretty excited about it. But really the message is now. The hospital is going to be open soon. We had a $40 million target. We're up to $31 million. And it's coming in as we speak. So we are fairly confident that we're going to make that target by September. But we need the community to contribute. And we really wanted people, thanks to you, Brian, we wanted people to know that they don't have to have $1,000 to be able to make a contribution. I was thinking just a little while ago that if 1,000 people gave $50, it would be $50,000. So little bits can add up. So if you've got $50 and you can give that, that's fine. You can buy 3 IV stands or give the equivalent of 3 IV stands for $150. So it's sort of limitless in how we can go with that.
The Bermuda Police Service has teamed up with a local automotive company to restore various police vehicles that will be showcased during Police Week in October. The company, Noble Auto, makes a practice of enlisting students from schools across the island to assist in the restoration process of the vehicles. Noble Auto owner Fernando Oliveira spoke about the program he runs and how it benefits the students.
We actually have 6 different schools that are here. We have Barclay and Cedar Bridge, but we also do MSA, Bermuda College, We have 3 other apprentices from Niagara College, a young lady up in Virginia Tech. They're all involved in the vehicles. My wife and I guess our plan is to have our children involved in school. They're very young right now, but we want to get a program where we can start the students at a very early age, see if they like some of the skills trades, and this was a perfect way to get them involved along with the police force and do the vehicles that we have. We do have a few of them already in the progress of being customized, chopped, and made into different vehicles. They'll be used for the parade coming up, I think in October, I believe.
Yes.
And we will have some other vehicles that we're just starting right now where they're pretty well stocked, nothing's been changed to them. And we're working with the police on some new schemes and different race versions, different community vehicles. We do have a limousine that will be a police vehicle. As we get other vehicles and other students, they'll all be involved in it. Hopefully if they're involved in doing the programs, they'll appreciate them when they see them, talk about them, get the whole community involved. And we had a really good support. We have 2 classes of 21 from Cedar Bridge right now. And the other ones, we have 2 or 3 from the other schools, respectively. So it's a really fun program for us.
Still ahead is Rachel with the weather preview.
Thanks, Peter. Mainly fair. But on the radar, we can see we might have 1 or 2 showers around this evening and into tonight. But please stay tuned for the full weather report later.
The weather radar picture provided courtesy of the Ministry of Transport on Vsb Tv 11.
You can count on us.
Save $4 on imported seedless watermelons, just $10.99 each. Certified Angus beef, top sirloin steak, only $8.99 per pound. All varieties of Breyer's ice cream, just $7.89 for a 48-ounce tub. Clean up this holiday with Bounty napkins, only $4.89 for a package of 200. All varieties of Yoplait yogurt, just $1.09 for a 6-ounce tub. Have a safe and happy Bermuda Day holiday from the marketplace.
You can count on us.
Are you looking for a professional and reliable agency that does residential cleaning, office cleaning, or to care for your elderly or disabled loved one? If yes, our agency can help. At Bermuda At Home Services, our professional and courteous staff can assist you with all of these services. Email bahs@northrock.bm or call us at 541-2247 between 9 a.m. and 8 p.m. Mondays through Saturdays for a free estimate. Bermuda At Home Services, your home care under one roof.
Next year, we're conducting the census, and now we have the new technology to do it even better. But we need your help in making sure the e-census will be ready to go. From May 21st through June 24th, we're pre-testing the e-census with 1,000 randomly selected households. If you receive this letter, you are part of that test. It's convenient, secure, confidential, and it is your civic duty, because people count. A message from the Bermuda Government Department of Statistics.
The defunct broadcasting company is proud to present movies of Bermuda's history by Bermudian filmmakers every Wednesday and Friday during May at 10 a.m. and 9 p.m. on Vsb Tv 11 during Heritage Month, appreciating our diversity. Weekdays on Mix 106 FM and 1450 AM radio. Did you know vignettes of quotes, interviews and features on Bermuda's history, songs and artists? Kindly sponsored by Colonial Insurance, Belco, The Power to Save, Lindo's, Why Go Anyplace Else, by Bermuda Investment Advisory Services, and by Goslings.
The talents of Bermudian Joanne Ball Burgess, who has flown to Bermuda all the way from Kenya, will be showcased at a griot session taking place at Chustick this Saturday. Ms. Ball Burgess was in Kenya when the terrorist attack occurred in a mall and she said the harrowing experience changed her life and inspired her to make new inspirational music. She spoke to VSB's Julia Smatt about what people can expect at her performance this coming weekend.
They can expect a lively performance, throw some dancing in there. I also want to bring back some of the old songs from my book, The Lizard and the Rock, and also bring it up to the new songs and some things that people haven't even heard from me yet that I'm actually going to start to produce and launch in the U.S. I'll sing a couple of those as well. Since it's a Greer session, I want to bring in some poetry and some of the new writings that I've been doing as well. So it's going to be quite a well-rounded performance.
What does your music tend to sort of center around, topic-wise?
It can be any sort of topic. It can be very deep, emotional lyrics. It could be fun, happy lyrics, crazy lyrics. Some songs are simply observation of what I see. So there's not one particular theme. It just depends on the genre or the inspiration at the moment.
You just said that you returned from Kenya. What was that like?
Kenya's awesome, and that's where I live now. I've been living there for almost 3 years, and when I'm there, I'm a judge on a dance TV show in Kenya. I used to do a lot of performing, and I choreograph a lot. Nairobi is a city. It's quite cosmopolitan. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of opportunities. A lot of people have heard about the terrorist attack that I was involved in. Thankfully that's finished. I'm healing from that. Things are going on well, nicely. My kids are still there and they're enjoying it as well.
The performance will take place at Chew-Stick on Saturday at 8 p.m. and tickets are $10. The annual International Day of Peace may be 4 months away, but in Bermuda, preparations are already well underway for a third concert in the Botanical Gardens. And event organizer Tony Brannan has elected on this occasion to go for a peace weekend with an art exhibition on Thursday, September the 18th, the concert on Friday, and a 5K peace run on Sunday, the actual Global Peace Day.
This year what we're doing is opening up the music to sort of be, it's not tied to John Lennon or Bob Marley like it was last year. It's going to be sort of a widespread thing. But what we're doing is adding to the weekend. So we're adding an element of art and sport. So in conjunction with Kaleidoscope Arts Foundation, Fiona Rodriguez-Roberts, they've got 250 pieces of art being created by school children in Bermuda, which is going to be on display at the Bermuda Society of Arts at the City Hall, opening on Thursday, September the 18th. Then on the Friday night, we have the third annual Peace Day concert, which will be in the Bermuda Botanical Gardens, as it has been. At the same level of production and a great night out, and we're appealing to the corporate world and to the business world and Bermudians in general to support this concert, to keep it going. We also have the Tourism Authority who are going to be very supportive of promoting this on the website and getting it out there to people in the United States and England and elsewhere to come to Bermuda for a weekend that not only has, as I say, the art, but also has a concert. And then on the Sunday, which is Peace Day, which is the 21st of September, which is the Peace Day, we're going to have the first annual 5K Peace Day road race. And what we're doing with that is we're saying to people, come dressed up as your favorite pop star, come dressed up as your favorite movie star, Elvis impersonator, dress up as Michael Jackson, Rihanna, whoever you want, David Bowie. Just come out and just run 5K and we'll have a lot of fun.
Renowned maritime artifact restorer Bill Gillies, who will describe his 40 years of diving on Bermuda wrecks and saving what he and others have found at the BUEI on Thursday night, does not think he should be the only collector given permission to own what he has found.
I'm convinced that it's the only one that survived, and it only survived because I intervened. I was quite happy that I was able to put it back together. It's now up at the Maritime Museum, or National Museum as they call it, on loan in the exhibit for the Eagle. They didn't have a bottle, nobody had a bottle, and the reason I think it's the only one, I asked Teddy Tucker if he'd ever found one, and he said yes, but it crumbled, which is what happened to me. And then Mendel Peterson, I asked him, and he said no, And I said, well, look, man, I see a picture of you holding a square bottle on the bottom. And he said, yeah, we never got it up. It crumbled. So I'm convinced that it's the only one that's in the world that survived from that ship.
Do you have strong feelings about beautiful things and art being saved?
Yes, I do. I think it should be saved and looked after and put in museums, you know.
Do you think divers should be rewarded so that they're encouraged?
Yes, but even more important, I think they shouldn't have the fear that I had that their fines are going to be taken from them. And many do, because I'm the only one that has ownership of my fines. And I'd like to see more come forward, but I don't know what the government think about that.
Author Rosemary Jones has dedicated her time and energy to delving through Bermuda's rich history and writing books to share the fascinating history of Bermuda with others. One of her books that was well received by adults and students alike was Bermuda, 5 Centuries. Ms. Jones spoke with Vsb News about Bermuda's history and what her future plans are.
I think anyone who starts looking into our history, as with any national history, it becomes fascinating and all-consuming. I think there's a lot of great stuff to read, and people of all ages can enjoy it.
When you say fascinating stories or people, what's maybe one that particularly sticks out in your mind that you can elaborate on?
There's so many from different periods. When we were researching the book, I was able to, a lot of my research focused on looking at first-person accounts of different periods in history. Those ranged from a young woman who escaped the World Trade Center in 9/11 to mariners who ended up in Bermuda, sometimes by mistake, centuries ago, and walked around and wrote down their observations, and these became part of the written history about Bermuda. But every single one of them is a fascinating, insight into how people lived in certain times. And right now, later this year, we are working with the National Museum on a book about royal heritage, Bermuda's royal heritage, the Queen's visits, other royals, all the things that link us to the British monarchy over the centuries. So that book will be coming out later this year.
Now, here's a look at the daily markets, presented by Bias.
Here are the daily markets presented by Bias. Government bond yields in the United States and Germany retreated after sources told Reuters a European Central Bank rate cut next month is more or less a done deal. North American indices retreated today amid renewed selling in small cap and internet shares. The Nasdaq decreased 0.72% to 4,101. Bank of Butterfield advanced 1.01% to $2 with 11,500 shares trading hands. 2,400 shares of Keytech were traded today. The stock closed unchanged on the day at $4.76. European indices are little changed today. German stocks were unchanged near a record level as investors weighed corporate earnings and further violence in Ukraine. The FTSE 100 increased 0.08% to 6,878. Pacific Rim indices were down on the day with the exception of the Hang Seng Index, which rose 1.03%. The Nikkei 225 dropped 0.14% to 14,406. The Shanghai H Index decreased 0.14% to 2,048. Latin American indices had mixed performance on the day. Brazil's Vsb rose 0.71%, driven by corporate quarterly results that beat analysts' estimates. The Mexican Bolsa retreated 0.34% to 42,093. Bond yields dropped today. U.S. Treasuries rallied as speculation of increased monetary accommodation in Europe added pressure on traders betting on higher U.S. interest rates. The U.S. 10-year Treasury yield declined 7 basis points to 2.54%. The U.S. dollar fell against a basket of major peers as U.S. Treasury yields declined on speculation the European Central Bank will introduce easing measures to boost the region's economy. That was a look at the daily markets presented by Bias. There's more news after the break.
It's barbecue time. Purdue Fresh Value Pack Chicken Thighs, only $1.99 per pound. Imported Haitian mangoes, just $2.99 each, saving you $1. Save 60 cents on all varieties of Hunt's barbecue sauce, only $1.89 for an 18-ounce bottle. Dozen large imported brown or white eggs, just $2.89. All varieties of Wise potato chips, only $1.49 for a 3.75-ounce bag. Visit our website at www.marketplace.pm for more weekly specials.
You can count on us.
For much more furniture, visit Bermuda's only Ashley Furniture Gallery. Big Savings Zone. You want the best? Forget the rest. For all your furniture needs, shop Big Savings Zone and support your local retailers. Have you ever ordered something online expecting it to be a certain price, but when it arrives it ends up being a whole lot more? Beware of those unexpected hidden fees. That never happens at Big Savings Zone. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Big Savings Zone at the end of Stocks Road, St. David's.
Are you paying more than one provider? More than you should? Why? Prepare to be wowed! Voice, long distance, high-speed internet, TV, and HD TV. One package, one stop, one customer care level. Excellent! One bill! Enjoy local and long-distance minutes, TV and HD TV, your choice of internet speed, and so much more. From only $184.99 monthly for everything.
For more information, visit wow.bm or call 292-1969.
Bermuda is an easy way to find great discounts while discovering fun activities to do in Bermuda. Discover the best spas, restaurants, activities, services, and shops at 50% off. Sign up to Bermuda and start saving today.
The Bermuda Boxing Federation, BBF, is recognized by the world governing body, and they did not sanction the newly formed Bermuda International Boxing Association's BIBA card on Saturday night, prompting several fighters from Controversy Gym to pull out. The BBF have been inactive for some time, and now the Director of Youth and Sport, Norbert Simons, is attempting to have BIBA recognized by AIBA, the International Boxing Association. The Vice President of Bermuda's International Boxing Association, Nathan Dill, attempted to shed some light on the matter.
It's a big night, Mike. I don't want to emphasize the negativity. I want to emphasize the positivity. Tonight is Bermuda International Boxing Association's first event. First of many events, Mike. We got off to a rocky start. What happened was half of the fighters from Controversy Gym pulled out of the match with the trainer, Leo Richardson, who was our headliner tonight. Mr. Chucky Renaud, the GM owner and manager, he supports us. He's here tonight. You would see him over there. However, the fighters, the young fighters, which is unfortunate for them, have been led to believe that their participation tonight will jeopardize any Olympic aspirations, Pan Am Games, Caribbean, anything of the sort, which is totally unfounded based on some allegations from another organization in Bermuda who seeks to, discredit what we're trying to do. We're really just trying to put on youth events and promote the sport of boxing in Bermuda, Mike. We've met with youth and sport. We've met with the wider body of boxers on the island, and as you can see, we have the support of Bermuda Karate Institute, we have the support of Bermuda Sanshar Association, we have the support of Puerto Rico's GM, and we have the support of Controversy GM. So anybody who would aim to discredit what we're doing really has only not even one leg to stand on, Mike, but one toe.
All right, Nathan. Good luck.
It's an exciting night. What we're going to do for the fans is our next one in the summer. We're going to give them a discounted price for them attending that one. So anybody here tonight leaving will get a stamp, a signature on their ticket to let them know, hold on to it. Best is yet to come, Mike. I want the fans to know that nothing's going to stop what we're doing, and the best is yet to come. We'll see you in June. Thank you very much.
Bermuda Cablevision invites you to attend an inspiring concert called To Bermuda with Love. This uniquely Bermudian family event will be held at the National Sports Center on Sunday, May 25th at 5:30 p.m. The concert will benefit Cablevision's Open Hands Loving Hearts food drive, which collects and distributes food to charities across Bermuda who are running feeding programs for the needy. Start celebrating Bermuda Day early with performances by some of Bermuda's most talented entertainers, including gospel artists, children's groups, choirs, jazz musicians, and more. There is no monetary admission fee. However, you are asked to bring 3 non-perishable food items per person to donate to the Open Hands Loving Hearts food drive. Everyone is invited to come out and enjoy this one-of-a-kind family evening, which will inspire and uplift you while you help a very worthy cause. See you on May 25th.
Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is me. Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is me.
Bermuda is all of us. Happy Heritage Month from Lindo's. Why go anyplace else?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's VSB weather forecast. Our weather shot is brought to us by Rosita Ball, taken at sunrise at Horseshoe Bay. Thank you, Rosita, for waking up early and taking this beautiful shot for us. Incredible colors for the last of the night, purples and pinks, a little bit of orange, just a cloudy morning, but turned out to be an absolutely beautiful day. Nice calm waters and very inviting for those who have been overboard before 24th of May. Thank you, Rosita, for sending in this shot. Temperatures for today, we had a high of 76 at 1 in the afternoon and a low of 71 at 2 in the morning. Current conditions, 72 degrees, humidity 75%, winds north-northwest 10 to 15 knots, and barometric pressure is rising slowly at 30.22 inches. Rainfall index for the month of May, 1.3 inches for a yearly total of 22.33. Yearly normal hasn't really moved much, 19.90 inches. And taking a look at the satellite. A weak frontal boundary passing across the area from the northeast may produce a shower or two into tonight. High pressure to our north brings drier conditions and moderate easterly winds into the weekend. A weak frontal boundary produces a few showers on Sunday. And taking a look at the gateway cities, Atlanta, thunderstorms in 71, Boston, cloudy, 73, Charlotte, thunderstorms, 75, London, partly cloudy and 70. Miami, possible thunderstorms, 87. New York, 78, mostly cloudy. Orlando, 89, rain likely. Philadelphia, 82, mostly cloudy. Toronto, 66, heavy rain. And Washington, 82, and mostly cloudy. Back at home tonight, mostly cloudy with a couple of showers around and a low near 67. Winds north-northwest, 10 to 15 knots, and then veering east-northeast later. And tomorrow, mix of sun and cloud with a possible light shower early in the day, high near 75, winds easterly 12 to 18 knots. Marine tonight, no warnings, seas inside the reef 0 to 1 foot, seas outside the reef 3 to 5 feet, and the sea surface temperature is 76 degrees. Marine tomorrow, seas inside the reef 1 to 2 feet, seas outside the reef 3 to 5 feet, high tide will be at 9:33 in the morning, and low tide will be at 3:34 in the afternoon. And taking a look at the 5-day forecast. Friday, partly cloudy, high near 75. Saturday, increasing cloudiness in the afternoon, high near 74. Sunday, partly cloudy with a chance of a few showers, high near 73. Monday, mostly cloudy with showers late, high near 74. Thank you to Jeremy Entwistle, our meteorologist for tonight, and everyone at the Bermuda Weather Service. I'm Rachel Sodden. Have a great evening.
Thanks for tuning in to the TV 11 News. Good night.
Peter Cattell's attire, courtesy of A.S. Cooper & Sons Limited. Wardrobe and makeup for Rachel Sodden, provided by Gibbons Company.
Vsb TV 11, Bermuda.